bells ringing in my ear. Jingle bell, a sound that's oh so dear. Frosty the snowman is all around town. Watch out for reindeers are falling down. We stay up waiting for Santa tonight. He climbs down the chimney at the speed of light, while we're dancing around the Christmas tree, hugging and kissing just you and me. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, we're chasing snowflakes as they're falling down, and follow Rudolph all across the town. Later we meet under the mistletoe, while Santa's busy saying ho ho ho. We're feeling jolly, eating Christmas cake, and then we go skating on the frozen lake, saying hi to every friendly face, and later we warm up by the fireplace. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Merry Christmas Day. A Merry Christmas Day. Oh, oh, yeah. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as we walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Yeah, a Merry Christmas Day. Dancing around the Christmas tree, wishing all a Merry Christmas. Dancing around the Christmas tree, wishing all a Merry Christmas. Dancing around the Christmas tree, wishing all a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, oh, oh.
Here we go. Welcome back to the warm-up show Christmas time with the co-host Cold Frenchies directly for the Sunshine State. Cold Frenchies going to say Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy holidays. This is already ready. Santa's is ready in the north and Ontario, Toronto. Welcome back the co-host, Mr. ENORTAP in the house.
Hello, Coach, and hello, Hockey Nation fans. Getting into the spirit today.
Yeah,
Crazy Friday.
we are looking good right now. Look like a more like a lumberjack, and you look like more like a tree. So what happening is I cut the tree, and the tree go on the head of the ENORTAP, and me I keep my lumberjack on my head. So that's happening about that one over there. So always a
getting
story
more and more
behind
violent,
everything
but-
behind that. But we have already a full of people in the house tonight. It look like everybody is happy, Mr. ENORTAP, because everybody falls in vacation most of the time. If you're a teacher or if you're a student, that's it. They are at least 2 weeks minimum of the vacation, and that's happening with the teacher, the swimmer, the prof, the head coach of the Green Valley in Nevada, Mr. Adam Berger in the house.
Welcome, Adam.
What about the bud? What about the monkey? What about the boy? We call him all three at the same time because we said, Bud the monkey in the house.
Welcome, bud.
And sometimes we don't have only the monkey. We have some eagles in the house also. We call him the eagle. Frank Sport in the house.
Eagle. Welcome.
We have also Mr. Patrick Fan in the house today. Welcome, Mr. Patrick.
Welcome, Patrick.
And we have to go all the way because it's cold over there. I know it is. That's why we wear the hat directly from Finland. We call him sometimes Salut, sometimes is of course Moro, or sometimes is Moy. But always said Mr. Yamo Vertanen in the house.
More, Grandma.
Now I went to the lumberjack. Now Yamo said look like a duck hunting hat. So now I'm hunting. I'm cutting wood. Now I'm chasing the ducks. I can wait for the next one over there. No, today's not cold. Yamo said about that. People said Ovi Ogretzky is the greatest goal scorer. I said it's Mike Bossy because Mike Bossy have the record of the most goal per average per game. That's why he's the number one on that one over there. About that, about the monkey. But I agree with you about that one. If you go there, 3-team shutdown. Wow. The Calgary, the Panthers, and the Colorado Avalanche are going to take vacation already. They are like a teacher. So you know what? We don't go to pay for 2 weeks. Us, we need some vacation. And that's happening with that part over there. The solution to the AB losing way. No fans in the arena. World champion. You're absolutely right about that one over there. And Andy Koivula in the house.
Welcome, Andy.
Now, it's a Helmer font. It's a Wabbit season. We are looking for
Wabbit.
up and down about that one over there. Yes, Andy, I was thinking that also. So we are right now chasing. We have the hunt. We have friend season. That's what happening about that one over there. So crazy. No fan in Montreal last night. The crazy thing about the monkey is no fans at the Montreal Canadiens last night. And we have fans tonight and the Laval Rockets. So that's how it is. And you have also fans at the movies theater a couple of blocks after the Bell Center. So I think there's someone bring to me this morning during the show. You have a reason behind that. They have no time to cut from 100 to 50% and to let the right people in the building, whatever it was. So Brad Gallagher was the only one sit in the stand last night. So you have the full Bell Center only for Brad Gallagher last night. Very inconsistency. That's something happened in Canada. I'm pretty sure about that. Do we forget something? Or we forget nobody else? I don't know. Look like we have nobody else. 9 minutes will be a record. If ENORTAP start talking right away at 9 minutes, I'll be surprised. Wait a minute. Before we start, and I think Mr. Eagle mentioned that ENORTAP and Valeo last night, 8-2. Congratulations, both of you. Finally, ENORTAP score. And coach, he was by himself at 7-3. And then, I don't know, we have Yarmo, supposed to be Yarmo, but I don't know what happened there. Eagle Frank at 6-4. Dixon Group, F. Francois with 9-5-1 at 5-5. We have Andy Koivula and Aceman Dude at 4-6. Kelly and Joseph Laham closed the scoreboard or at 3-7. But we have to congratulate Dixon Group in our top 2 right score last night. 2-10. Wow. So he take the lead on that one with ENORTAP, Yamo, and Valeo again with 1. So congratulations for everybody about that one over there. Good job, Eagle, last night. Also, congrats ENORTAP and Valeo. And he said we have Jeff Lecave in the house. And Andy, I'll be honest with you, Andy's a boo, but I'll be honest with you, Andy, you're one of maybe the most have a great score usually on the consistency. If I check all the score, one of the best for everybody, Andy, very good about that one over there. Valeo went to military, Yamo said, and Valeo, congratulations. And that's pretty much what we have to do about that one over there. 5-10, why not? It's Friday. I'm pretty sure most of the people are the happy hour. So that's what's happening at that moment. So people are going to be back a little bit later. Everybody wait for the prediction. So that's maybe happen. A good surprise, everybody. We're going to start right away the prediction. So when you go shop at 5:45, it'll be over.
Too late.
It'll be too late. So that's what we should do to surprise everybody. But no. By the way, I want to remind everybody until the 23rd, that's the last day in our tap of the prediction, because the 24th, 25th, 26th, no hockey game. They restart the 27th. But the 26th, we're going to be live with the World Junior Championship starting this weekend. It's all about the World Junior Championship. I'm going to make some articles and do a lot of World Junior Championship so people knows who are they, which team is Sweden, Finland, Canada, USA, and the rest of the tournament. So a lot of good players. For the Montreal, we are going to finish at the bottom. That's the reality, right? We have to know who are going to get picked, right? So we have to know who they are, everything like that, so you have no surprise. When you go to the NHL draft, I'll be honest with you, ENORTAP, and so many of you guys, you follow hockey for many years now. The NHL draft is getting better, more interesting, where the people follow more. I remember me 10 years ago, other fact, because my job was, but a fan was never followed this. It was not on the TV, it was not big around the social media. Now with the social media, everything, you can see everybody are really interesting about the NHL draft. It's going to be this year. It's going to be also in Montreal. So we see what's happening about that. Video went to military. Yamo said he is a mother shooter. I'm a bit scared. All right. I'm happy for sure. No hockey, Egon. I can give some report about Finnish players. Yamo, I'll be awesome. Hey guys, looking good. Thank you so much, Joseph Lahem and the house tonight. When you retire, we need to know if the Avs will get the right pick next season. They will. They will call me. I will tell them what to do.
You got that right.
I'm sorry again.
Eagles got it right. It's the right pick.
It's the right pick about that. So let's go starting, Mr. ENORTAP. It's 5:13, first of all. And let's go talking about what they pay you attention for honestly, the last 24 hours. And at the end of the show, we're going to talk about ENORTAP, what's going to pay attention for the next week during the weekend. And finally, I think we have a game tonight, under, over. And if you know that, Yamo missed the under, over this morning. And I screwed the last question this morning. And I make everybody winning. And because I should put without at third, that was my answer, but I forgot to put the word at third and the question. So everybody have a bonus
trick question.
A bonus and that one over there, but it was good about that one. So here we go, Mr. ENORTAP.
Okay, Coach. What do you think is the most important thing today?
It's
Since
you.
The moment we got up. No, not at all. It's the surprise resignation of Paul Maurice.
Yep.
Who would have thunk that, right? It's I had an opportunity. I didn't finish listening to the entire, I think it was close to an hour press conference this morning at 10 o'clock that he gave with the media in Winnipeg. But I gotta say, he was a very classy person. He's still a very classy person. The way he went out, and he basically, from the way he described it, he did the right thing for the team because he felt like he's been around quite a while and he's brought him up to a certain point. And it's not that he was saying that he's not a good coach, because he's a great coach actually, but it's the fact that they need a new voice in the room. And we know that that's traditionally true with any coach that takes over a team. I mean, we don't have to look much further than Vancouver and what's happening with Boudreau. Like, did they change any of the players? No. So they're just listening to a different message and the way it's delivered. And for Maurice to stand up and say that to the entire world, I have a lot of respect for that. I'm confident that he's going to have a lot of doors, a lot of his doors, people knocking on his door to get a job and coach with their team. We were talking this morning a little bit, the possibility, who knows, maybe even Florida, Montreal, who knows. He's a classy person, and I really admired what he had to say. I thought he was very truthful, and he was talking from the heart.
Yep, I agree with you about that one over there. I think like Florida could be benefit upon Maurice at some point. If they make a change, that would be the right way. I think the right one on the, you know what I mean? Like before that, maybe, maybe Mike Babcock or someone else. But I think Paul Maurice will be the one who will get the phone call for sure. If someone wants to looking for him. For me, it was about this morning when I make the video, because I did the video before he talked, 30 minutes before that, and I was listening NHL Network where he said that maybe the health, everything like that, right? And I said, no, it could be also the new voice. I think the player for me, what you listen to him, it's more about effects that the player does not respond enough or the way they should with my voice or the way I coach at that moment. That team deserved better, and he felt like he was not the right person. Now, it's not the first time we hear Paul Maurice to get fired. If we call back last season where they have a stretch of 15 games, I believe at that moment he got 3 W, and they made the playoff anyway. It was at some point it was at the top best 3 team in the North Division. Then they dropped, but not good enough to be in front of behind Montreal because Montreal played for 5-20 and then they play over. But they struggled a lot the last 10, 15, 12 games. Then they surprised everything. They shut down the Edmonton Oilers and 4. So I gave him another life over there. They met each other all summer, and they thought it was a benefit to bring him back again for one more year. But I think if he was not that resigned, that could become a fire maybe the next couple of weeks if he does not respond. So he feel as it was the best way for him and also for the Jets. And I think to step up the way he did today, you have to give him the respect of that part. And that's what I believe, like you said, great press conference also around. And, he's going to be missed in hockey world. But we're going to see him.
The other thing, Coach, also that struck me was he was very honest about saying he's always loved being at the rink. And, last couple of years, with the bubble and all of COVID, he goes, it was the first time in his career that he felt like he didn't enjoy himself going to the rink. And again, something like that can really draw a lot of your energy out of you, and it prevents you from bringing the team to the next level that is needed in order to be successful. So again, that was a great thing to listen to today. I enjoyed it.
Yep. So talking about a great thing, we're not talking about a great people, because Mr. Pierre Martin in the house.
Welcome, Pierre.
And we have the sun, we have the sun, we have the moon, we have the space, and we have Sada in the house. Welcome. And Yamo said Panarin is out. He is coming to Montreal. Paul Maurice come home. What about from Barrie, Ontario? Oh, no, we're talking about Mr. Andrew K. Ron in the house tonight.
Welcome, Andrew.
I always thought that Maurice was too easy on his players. And also, I think one thing we need to mention about this one also, after 8-9 years at the same place with the same players, sometimes it's time to change. Obviously, that's about usually. What about Jose Duarte in the house? Buenas noches!
Welcome.
The players are treated with kids' glove now and then. What about this man in the house?
Santa Rubenstein.
He talk about good evening, Santa is French health and others. What about Vallejo back in the house? Mauro Vallejo.
Welcome, Vallejo.
Congratulations, Vallejo, to finish top last night with Mr. ENORTAP 8-2. You welcome Pierre Vallejo on Viola Tahela. I see two grown men dressed funny on my monitor. You can see the right way. Don't turn the monitor. Don't go nowhere. Stay with us, Mr. Zeph. I know
It's
what
Christmas,
you said, Pierre, but you sound like Schroeder, Fowler, extra free hands about that. The Panthers are in the trouble. Eagle, Frank Sport. What do you think about this?
No, not at all. I still think that they are probably in the top three most talented teams in the league. It's just that yesterday, what did they have? I think only one NHL defenseman, and the other four were all from the minors. And it's hard to win games under those circumstances. And I wouldn't worry about the Panthers.
Yeah, I don't think so too. I think my only worry me is about the goaltending situation. We always said since the beginning of the season, if you have one area the struggle is that way. If Bobrovsky cannot be play at the level he should play, they are in the trouble. That's the only thing I said. The second thing I would say, they need to find a way to get better on power play. That's one area they struggle and then win on the road. So they face to a slump right now, and we'll see how they're going to react the next couple of games. Now they are out anyway for at least until after Christmas. So will be interesting. So that. And, when you win in ENORTAP, like a couple of times, you dominate at the prediction, that's what you said after that.
Not surprised. I can't read it, Coach. Those
Not
flashy
surprised.
lights.
I'm at the top again.
You're not the only one.
Here we go. We have to be agree with that one over there. Panthers game got canceled. They are not in the trouble. I have a good idea. If coach or ENORTAP a last place prediction, they have to put full hat on. Here we go. Will there be any more canceled game, coach? At that moment, Jose, because it's going to be hours per hours. Because the morning they test, the afternoon they test. But at that moment, the Florida, the Calgary, and the Avalanche are cancel out the game until next week. So after the holiday or after Christmas. So that's what happened about that one over there. Mr. Jose. Pierre said, it's like the world never got a flu, a cold before COVID-19. What about Mr. Steve G? Coach, any chance Fleury can trade to the Avalanche? Of course. I don't see why not. It could be that way with them or Edmonton. I think Joe Sakic should look about that one over there. Because I don't think so they can go nowhere, the Colorado, if they have only Francos and Quimper. Here we go. I was looking about Grubar, so it's happened about that. Yes, that you are always so good. There you go. What about...
I only follow Vallejo and Anti's
awesome. You are amazing.
Miss Darlene and Miss Kelly and the house today.
Welcome, Kelly. Welcome.
Leave still out the game without Kerfoot and Tavares. That's what happened. Hey, Kelly finally are the real expert in the house. Oh, she is the real expert. She was not very good last night, but she's the expert. Pierre, COVID-19 is far from dangerous now. So far, COVID-19 variant. If you have an injection, big problem, people with injection. Before we start the prediction, I think ENORTAP want to go for under-over game. We're going to get everybody in the game, and we're going to go that one over there. So let's talking about this thing. Pierre knew someone will recognize my talent. Here we go. So, Mr. ENORTAP, you have all the time to talk about this. To helping you guys, I will turn off the lights and let me unplug on the wall, and I will be back.
It's only 5 questions, ladies and gentlemen.
Before we start, Mr. ENORTAP, we have to mention Mr. Sasha Schrader in the house tonight. Here we go, and he just fly back home after. I'm back home, long flight, nice, a warm A4 plus, A4 plus. Congratulations. I think he is a Costa Rica, if I can recall it. I believe he's a Venezuela or Costa Rica. Venezuela, I don't know. No, Costa Rica. Nicaragua. No, Costa Rica. I think it's in Costa Rica,
Valenzuela.
ENORTAP. Somewhere in the very South America, about that one over there. 34 degrees over there. I don't want to move there. I mean, why I'm going to move there? Leave all playing good. Ozzy said no one boat. I'm never wrong. Panama.
Panama.
Panama, I know that if you go there, do you know what kind of sound do you hear in Panama? An animal sound. Do you
I
know?
don't know. I've never been there, so it's hard for me to say. Oh, you hear the bud. Or is it the monkey?
It's all the monkey over there, Mr. ENORTAP. I've been in Panama for a trip. It's like a survivor, 2 weeks. And you have 24 people. Not for the TV show. It was like an adventure land trip. I go by myself, and you have 24 people all around the world go there, and you have to live in the wood for 12 days. And you have to go to some river, everything like that. And I was no worry about anything. The only thing was bothering me, it was the monkeys. The noise of the monkeys. I said, they never sleep. I don't know. They never sleep, those monkeys. I don't know what's going on over there. But they was all screaming all night long. It was unbelievable. But a great trip about that one. That's another subject. I have a lot of subject. Me, I can be at 24 hours on different thing in live. But before we start again, we have to welcome Main Girl Hockey. He's back in the house.
Hello, mean girl. Welcome.
Sasha, look, I was right. Said Oiler Monkeys. Here we go about that one there. And now I was recruiting Yamo, but not for the woman. I was trying to find a hockey player, but I was at the wrong place about that one. Anyway, it's time to play game. Coach, I thought you mean but the boy.
Okay, so we have today 5 questions, over, under. We want full maximum participation. We have to stump the coach today, okay? Everybody ready? Question number 1. Patrick Roy has played in 158 playoff games. Over or under? So let's give everybody a chance to answer first, Coach. I'll repeat it. Patrick Roy has played in 158 playoff wins. Over or under? So we have Adam at under.
Adam said under. Steve G said over. Andy said over. 951 said over. Pierre Martin said over. Jose Duarte said over. Yeah, it's obvious. Nicolas de Kobe Bono is in the house today. He said over. Sasha said over. Did you say win?
Yes.
You said win or games?
Wins.
Wins?
Yes.
Over. It's about win.
Zeph.
Whoa, that's about win. If you win only 16 games, he won the Stanley Cup 4 times. That's 64. Oh. Kelly said under. Oh. I would say game. I would say over. But win. 156. 156.
So you're saying under? You're going with under, Coach?
I'll go with the. I'll just play with the people right now. So
No, they have to beat you. So
that's
you have to commit.
156. All right. If he won the guy 4 times 16 game, that gave him about 64 game, and then after that you have to get to win 10 W for 10 years to get 164. That gave him 14 years in NHL as a playoff. And he was also there. This number is very close to what he got. but I think I will go with under.
Okay, coach under. And the answer, I switched Pierre. Pierre, you went back to under from over. I got you. And the answer is under at 151. So you were close. Okay, question number 2. So far we have Adam, Kelly, Pierre, and Coach tied at 1.
Awesome.
Wayne Gretzky has 2,792 career regular season points. Over or under? Wayne Gretzky has 2,792 career regular season points. Over or under? I have Adam at over. $9.51, you're at under.
This one is a good one because I have no clue.
Neither, Vallejo. It's not an exact number, no. Who else? Pierre says over. Yarmo says under. Auntie says over.
Mr. Wesley Cav, White T in the house, so welcome aboard.
Kelly under. Zeph under.
Pierre Martin says set over, coach.
Under for my second time, you missed me earlier. I apologize, Michael. So we'll add you to that list.
Now what he said now.
So what did he say this time? Under. Anyone else?
Wow.
Okay, it's your turn, Coach.
Honestly, this one I'm completely blank. Usually I can calculate, I can check everything on that. That gave
By
him
the way,
about 100.
I gotta say, I have quite an appreciation when you keep all the data in your little booklet.
Yeah.
Because it's not easy recording all of this.
All right. He said he have to be over. Pierre Martin said he have to be over. Sasha said under. Did you get Sasha?
Under. I got no. And is Pierre saying over? Yeah, I have Pierre as over.
Yeah. All right. I will go with him. But honestly, I have no clue. I could be right. I could be wrong. 50-50 at the end of the day. But I'm lucky. If I'm not, it's because I have no clue. Sometimes I can tell you exactly. Like Patrick Roy, I knew it was close. But this one, I'm completely blank.
And Kelly says under 100%. Oh, sorry, Kelly. Coach is right yet again. It's over at 2,857. All right, so we have Adam with 2. We have Pierre with 2. We have Coach with 2. And Auntie has 1. Kelly has 1. And Michael has 1.
And Adam is 2-0, I believe he said.
Yes.
Yep. I'm better que le Frenchy go.
Okay, number 3. I found this one quite interesting. The thickness of the ice in an NHL arena is 1 inch. The thickness of the ice, 1 inch. Is it over or under that?
Can we call a friend? Under
Michael says
Robin
under.
Singh said under. I'll give you the people if you don't mind.
Okay,
Andrew
go
Kiran
ahead.
said over.
Vallejo under.
Under Vallejo. Adam Berger said under. Pierre Martin said under. Michael Robinson said over. It's 4 inches. Steve G said under. Call me coach. It's under. Pierre Martin said. Esmond Dude said over. Yamu said over. Kelly, she said 3/4, so she's under. Andy Kuivula said he said under. And Jose
It's
Duarte
3/4.
said over.
Jose, yeah. Kelly, what did you say?
Under.
3/4?
Under.
No.
3/4.
Yeah, that's. Oh, I see what she's saying. So under, okay.
Yep.
So Kelly. Anyone else?
Yamu said I drilled the ice like million times when I put the goal on. How thick is the ice? Ice is approximately 3/4 of the end. It's just in a chill at 60 degrees Fahrenheit that you kill the slow idea. The goal,
Straight out
Zev
of Google.
Lecav said 3/4. And Sasha said under. Steve G said very thin. A la debut.
Steve, I got. Okay, Sasha. Okay, and who else? Anybody else?
Pierre Martin. Okay. The tick is for curling. All right, I have that answer for
Okay.
me. I will go under.
What do you have, Coach?
Under for me, and she's right at 3/4. That would be my answer for that one over there. Andrew talking about his bows.
And the answer is indeed under. So we have Coach now at 3. We have what did Adam say?
Adam said under.
Okay, so Adam is at 3 then. We
I think
have
so.
Vallejo got this right. Pierre is at 3. And Steve got it right. So that brings him up to 2. Kelly's at 2. Michael's at 2. Sasha's at 2. And that's what I have. Okay. Question number 4. So we haven't stumped Coach yet. Number 4. Mike Sillinger has played for a total of 11 different teams in the NHL. Over or under? Mike Sillinger. He has played for 11 teams. Over or under?
Thank you, Pierre Martin. Michael Robinson said over. Zev Lecav said over. Veleo said under. Adam said over. Andrew Kiran said under. Bienvenue, mon coach, Pierre Martin. Pas de problème. Pierre? Esmen Dude said under. Pierre Martin said, I'm going under. Kelly said over.
Auntie?
Andy Koivula said over. Kelly, Andy Koivula.
Jose went under.
Steve G said over.
All right, Coach.
Yep. Over with 12 team.
Over with Coach. And the answer was exactly right, Coach. 12 is the number of teams he's played with. So now we have Coach at 4. We have Adam at 4. We have Kelly at 3. We have Auntie is at, I believe is at 3 now. And Zeph is at 3. And Michael Rubenstein's at 3. Okay, so that brings us to the last question.
Yep.
Okay, so Joe Malone owns the record for the most goals in one game at 6. Is it over or under 6? Joe Malone owns the record for the most goals in one game at 6.
Yes, Pierre Martin.
Okay, Zeph, we have over. Auntie, over. Adam, under. Swerve, over. Eastmain, over. Steve, over. Come on, Kelly. We're waiting for you. Michael, over. Kelly, we need your answer. Okay, Coach, what do you think?
It's easier, that one. It was Joe Malone scored 7 goals in 1930 something.
You're absolutely correct. So that brings Coach to 5, Kelly to 4, Michael to 4.
Pierre Martin,
Adam
4.
was right. Yeah, Pierre is at 4 as well. Adam was with you until you went with under. So we had quite a few people actually tied. So we tied the coach, but we did not stump him this week.
No.
We're going to have to go next week.
Next week, another time for sure about that one there. Let's dive in about the happen with a prediction. But before we start, we always mention a picture and ENORTAP, or some people in the chat need to find who it is. Not an easy one today because you don't see really well his face. So we have to take a chance today.
Can you zoom out any more, Coach? It's easier to tell who's in the audience or who's in the arena.
All right, can you see Kelly? She was 12 years old. She's just beside the bottle. Eastman said Barrasso. Why you think Barrasso is not a good answer? Pierre Martin is going to help me. Michael Robinson said Al Smith. Andy Cuivo says Gilles Melache. Good guess or whatever. Not too short for Tom Barrasso. Right. And you should realize Tom Barrasso guy, he never hold his stick on the left arm. He only stick on the left arm, not on the right arm. Tom Barrasso. All right, we have to go.
An idea.
All right, Frank Pietrangelo.
Pietrangelo, yes.
Fleury Ozzy said, Michel Dion. Wow, 951. Michel Dion. Long time I don't hear this name anymore. Here we go. We have 6 games on the program, guys. It's time to take all the prediction of the tonight. If you want to participate during the weekend, guys, it's possible I show up tomorrow to do another a special weekend. Because me too, I'm on vacation tonight. start today. No refereeing, anything like that. So it's possible I pop up during the weekend. Now we don't have no game afternoon. So possible I go a special weekend prediction tomorrow afternoon. If not, you can email me at coach@coachfrenchy.com. Here we go in our top. That's your turn.
Okay, so first game of the night, we have Vegas at 18-11-0, traveling to the Rangers at a 19-7-3. Goaltenders you see there, Brassard and Georgiev. It looks like it hasn't been confirmed. New York has struggled against one of the best teams in the Western Conference when it lost twice to the Avalanche in a span of 4 games. And in those 2 games that they lost to Colorado, they were outshot 11-5. So tonight, the Rangers are without Panarin when they return home. And they face another high-scoring team in the Vegas Knights, who have really sort of been on fire recently. They're 6-1-0 in their past 7 games, and they've scored 33 of their 104 goals in that span, which has kind of been amazing. Pacioretty, Stone, Carlson, Stevenson, they've really led the way for them. New York will be playing its 7th game in 11 days. And in that span, they're in their last 5 games, they're 2-3. So I think this will be a very, very close game. The only problem is Vegas played last night as well, so it's going to be a little bit. Actually, Vegas played last night. I'm going to go with the Rangers to win this simply because they're at home and they've had a couple days off. Vegas yesterday, even though the score was 5-3 against New Jersey, they had a bit of a tough time. But I think it might even go to overtime, but they'll pull it out 4-3, I think.
Vegas tonight.
Okay. Next, we have the Buffalo Sabres at 10-15-4, traveling to Pittsburgh, 15-8-5. In tonight's game, the Penguins look to get a little bit of a revenge from the last time they played and lost 2-1 back in, I think it was November 14th or 16th, something like that. In the earlier game, Pittsburgh put together a strong and furious 2-way attack in the third period, and they even outshot them 20-3. But they got some great goaltending that night. Buffalo did, and they were able to pull it out. Pittsburgh won its next 5 games and is 10-2-1 in their last 13 since that loss, including a 5-game winning streak. 6th win in a row would be a season high for them tonight. I think Buffalo, who's now 2-4-1 in the month of December, but they were 2-0-1 in their past 3 games after that 3-2 shootout win. I think it was Thursday against Minnesota. So the Sabres are going to be without their defenseman Robert Hagg, so they're going to be hurting a little bit on defense as well. I'm going to go with Pittsburgh to win this game 4-2. And we have Subban and Jari in net, respectively.
5-2.
Okay, next game we have Dallas traveling to St. Louis. And Dallas has been reeling a little bit. They're going to try to jumpstart their sputtering offense against the Blues tonight. The Stars, last time they played, fell 4-1 to the Blues at home, which was on Tuesday for their 4th consecutive loss. And they've scored just 2 goals in their past 3 games. So they're going to try to correct that ship tonight. They played without Hintz and Radulov in that game. And I believe both are dressing tonight for Dallas. Rick Bowness, I mean, he came up with that classic in his post game conference, that classic line where he was saying, we had some guys who, I'll have to check the videotape to see if they even played. So he kind of called without naming actual names, he called out a lot of the stars on the team. I think that they have to sort of step up a little bit and get their nose dirty in tough areas and not be so much passengers like they have been in the last 2 or 3 games. The Blues have actually, if you ask me, they've been remarkable given the amount of players that they have out with COVID and extensive injuries. They keep producing, and that's just amazing, really. I'm gonna go with Dallas to win this game, 4-2, just because I think Rick Bonus's words will ring loud and clear with the players, and they'll have something to show for it tonight, I think.
Yamo's go. No, I said 4-3 like Yamo.
Okay. And next we go to Washington, who's traveling to the coachless Winnipeg Jets. Well, they're not coachless. They do have an interim coach tonight. Ovechkin can become the NHL's all-time leader in power play goals tonight if he can score. He's currently tied with Dave Andreychuk at 274. Backstrom made his season debut after missing 28 games, recovering from that injury, that hip injury, I believe it was. He immediately joined the top line and power play unit and assisted on that first goal that Ovechkin scored. Winnipeg is just 4-7-2 going back to November 18, and they've lost 2 in a row and 3 out of their past 4. There was, I know at practice, there was some juggling of the lines for Vancouver. They sort of reunited the line of Connor and Pierre-Luc Dubois and Svechnikov on the second line, and they put Andrew Cobb back with Lowry and Toninato, right? So Paul Stastny, Scheifele, and Ehlers will be obviously their top line. So you know what? I think Winnipeg will pull this off at home. They have a great chance here to respond. I think Washington's a little bit tired, but it'll be close. I think Winnipeg wins 3-2, Coach, behind the strength of Hellebuck.
4-3.
And next we have Nashville traveling to Chicago. Now, I mentioned last time that there were 12 games in a row for Chicago where they zigzagged. And by that, I meant they kept winning a game, losing a game, winning a game, losing a game. And according to the last time, they should have won, and they actually did. So if you go by that pattern, they should lose tonight. But really, that's not a great metric to go by when you're trying to predict who's going to win the game. But it's a neat observation, nevertheless. The Predators have been really hip with a lot of protocol players that have been out of the lineup, but yet they're digging hard. They've scored at least 3 goals in 5 of their last 6 games. They've really tightened things up defensively. I mean, not that they really had to, because they were playing strong defensively all year long. The Hawks are going with Marc-Andre Fleury in net, whereas Nashville looks like they're starting Riddick. So that's, I think, enough of an advantage. I'm going to go with Chicago to win this one 3-2. Hawks 4-2 for Coach. Okay, and finally we have Arizona at 5-21-2, traveling to Anaheim, who is 17-9-5, and really one of the wonder stories of the year so far. They've settled into their new role as one of the strong favorites in the NHL at this point, and they get to enhance this stat a little bit more tonight. The Ducks just recently pushed aside Seattle in a 4-1 victory. They were actually, when you think about Anaheim, really at the beginning of the year, we all thought, this is a team that's really in a rebuild mode. But they've surpassed all expectations to this point, and the question is, are they going to be able to hold this up the entire year and also get into the playoffs? The way things look recently, I would have to say yes, they will. Their latest run of success has it recording points in 8 of their last 9 games. So there's consistency there as well. They've won 4 of their last 5. Guys like Troy Terry and Trevor Zegras, Sonny Milano have really stepped up. They were, I wouldn't say unexpected sources of offense, but definitely not at this rate that they're currently on. Whereas Coyotes started the season on an 11-game losing streak and are now on a 6-game skid while dropping 8 of their last 9. So we kind of see where the writing on the wall here for Arizona. Not that we weren't aware of that at the beginning. I think Anaheim is too strong for them. I'm going to take them to win this one, and in shutout style, 4-0.
Yep. We have 4-0, 4-1 for me. You have 4-0. Michael Robinson, if you don't mind to give me the score for Vegas. Again, New York Rangers, Michael Robinson, and also Pittsburgh, again, the Buffalo. So if you don't mind to give it to me, I missed only 2 of them. The rest I have it. Michael Robinson, you have Dallas and Everest. So Michael Robinson, if you can give me the 2 first game, that'd be awesome. And that's the only 2 I'm missing. Everybody else, I have it. We said 4-2.
Okay, in our fantasy, we're right now at Coach had a good night last night. He beat me 7-6 with his team. So we're currently at 22 points for my fantasy team and 21 for Coach. So it's very close. Tonight I'm going to take Anaheim since I called a shutout for them. On defense, I'm going to take Fox as well as Klingberg of Dallas. And then I'm going to go with Connor, Winnipeg, Zegras, Anaheim, and Crosby, Pittsburgh.
Ovi, Rodriguez, Terry, Letank, Carlson, and Pittsburgh for me tonight, Mr. Michael Robinson. I missed the game between the Vegas and New York Rangers. Michael Robinson 1, Michael Robinson 2, Michael Robinson 3. Steve G go with Pittsburgh, and I'm a 60-minute parlay. Makes sense to me about that. Yes, Eagle, the Sabre yesterday win. Yamu said Patrick Kane. Not a bad idea, Yamu, to put Patrick Kane. By the way, Eagle Frank, can you remind us if you do tonight a live stream game? If you can tell us, that'd be good, so we can tell everybody. Coach is going to do it tonight. The Vegas Golden Knight versus the New York Rangers. That's why I'm going to go to that. Andy said the brand cap. Yes, it'll be something there also. And I would be surprised if they get 82 games this season. That would be a problem also. It could happen. Michael Robinson, before you put your dog out, can you put your score between Vegas and Golden Knight? That'd be great if you don't mind to do that. We are at the end of the show, 6 o'clock, Mr. ENORTAP. Anything you're looking for the weekend, or you think something, whatever it is?
Well, hopefully COVID won't play a bigger part this weekend. I know Saturday, we already have, I think, 4 games that have been postponed in total, including it would have been a nice matchup between Florida and Minnesota, but that's done. I'm looking forward to a couple things. I'm really looking forward to seeing the Toronto Maple Leafs playing the Vancouver Canucks. In Vancouver, we'll see that matchup between Campbell and Demko. So that should be a very interesting, exciting game. At the same time, the other game between Edmonton and Seattle, interesting in the sense that hopefully we've seen Edmonton kind of steer the ship a little bit and get back on track after last night's 5-2 victory. We'll see if it can be sustained. And I think Smith is going to probably be playing that game. I'm not 100% sure yet, but it looks like he's back to join the team.
I'm looking for Vancouver, Toronto. I'm going to live stream that game tomorrow night, honestly, because Montreal is not playing. So we're going to do that. Before you leave, everybody, don't forget to click on the like. That'd be awesome. But until then, we wish you an amazing, great weekend. We wish also Mr. ENORTAP, again, we want to thank you so much for your the work you put on this show every Monday to Friday at 5 o'clock p.m. We're really grateful and thankful to having you aboard. And thanks again for what you do for us. So we really want to say to you, thank you. And before we leave, we want to remind everybody, you are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. Thank you so much, everybody. It was an amazing, great week of the warm-up show. We'll be back Monday at 5 o'clock p.m. with ENORTAP. Until then, we wish you be well and be healthy. Have a great night, everybody. See you at 7 o'clock. ENORTAP if possible. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks again.
Good night, everybody.
Reindeers are falling down. We stay up waiting for Santa tonight. He climbs down the chimney at the speed of light while we're dancing around the Christmas tree, hugging and kissing just you and me. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, we're chasing snowflakes as they're falling down, and follow Rudolph all across the town. Later we meet under the mistletoe, while Santa's busy saying ho ho ho. We're feeling jolly, eating Christmas
Thank you,
cake.
Pierre.
And then we go
Have a good night,
skating
Eagle.
on the frozen lake.
Andy Kuiwula, Ryan Cook, Steve G,
Later we warm up by the
12951.
Carolers are singing outside.
Thank you, ENORTAP.
Lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day.
Yamo Vertanen, Michael Rubenstein,
Merry Christmas Day.
Steve G, Veleo,
A Merry Christmas
Pierre Martin.
Day. Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Pierre.
Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
A Merry Christmas Day.
are.